So, how are you doing? I hope you're able to understand and appreciate the patterns and solve many of these puzzles. Learning chess through patterns is really simple, and it helps develop the skills. I can't reiterate it enough. But if you observe, there's a pattern within these patterns itself, which is the puzzles we have done so far were more or less due to the pieces themselves, whereas the ones that we're doing right now requires a lot of assistance. So for example, in the Bodens mate, it can work only because black's pieces are restricting its own king from moving. Like in this puzzle, the correct answer is bishop check here, and thankfully the rook and pawn are blocking the squares that the two bishops are not able to control. And that's what is an assisted checkmate. So in this case, the Bodens mate, it's nothing but two bishops giving a check, which I call as a scissor mate, with a lot of assistance from black's pieces. So I hope you were able to try out the puzzles by yourself, and you're checking out the solution after you did it. In puzzle number 2, requires a bit of thinking, not so straightforward, is it? But once you start recognizing the pattern and you realize the bishop is controlling it and all you need is another bishop to give a checkmate, you see the beautiful combination. Sacrifice the queen for a Bodens checkmate. Again, white's pieces are blocking his own king. The assisted checkmate pattern comes in again and again. The third step of Bodens pattern, which is exactly like the previous one. I hope you can find this if you got the second one. Now, even if you did it and you didn't get the third one, I think after watching this, at this point, you could always pause it, go back, and then find the solution and come back. Welcome back in case you took a break. Otherwise, here's the solution. Sacrifice the queen again, he takes it away, and then you have a checkmate. So these are the 3 Bodens mate, and as an additional thing, we're going to do something called the Balestra mate, which I've already shown you in an endgame position. Here, there is no assistance from the pieces. Instead, it's the queen and not the bishop that actually gives the checkmate. So this is very similar to our scissor mate, which we had done in the previous section. So bishop and queen this time. So, the queen is doing the job of restricting the diagonals just like the Bodens mate, but queen's also doing the job of controlling the 2 squares, which was in the previous puzzles blocked by black's own pieces. So that's Boden and Balestra for you. How many did you get right? Please leave the comments, goes without saying, and I'll see you in the next video.